Hi students, welcome all of you in Rare Online School Education. Myself Professor Sudhir Chandrakant Bosle from Karmayur Bhavarao Patil Vidyalay and Shakuntani Pereira Junior College Juchandra. Today our subject is bookkeeping and accountancy and topic is partnership final account. In earlier topic, we have already learned about specimen or pro forma of trading profit and loss trading account for year ended and how to post postings from the trading account. Now, in this topic, we are going to learn pro forma of profit and loss account for year ended. See, profit and loss account. Profit and loss account is a nominal account. Hence, the rule of nominal account debit the expenses losses and credit the income gains and profit is applicable to this account. This account is useful to find out whether we have a net profit or net loss in the year. So now you can see on the screen there are various items in a profit and loss account debit side, whereas some items in a profit and loss account credit side. So now we are going to learn how to remember these items from a debit side and also from credit side. For this purpose, I have shown you a one trick. So profit and loss account debit side. Profit and loss account debit side always start with a gross loss brought down, and this gross loss comes from the trading account. So, and it also it also has various expenses. So expenses in debit side of profit and loss account is are indirect expenses. So all these indirect expenses are classified in three headings: office and administration expenses, selling and distribution expenses, finance expenses, depreciation and provisions. So these expenses are debited in a profit and loss account. So keep in mind all the indirect expenses, that is expenses related with office and administration, expenses related with selling and distribution, and financial expenses are always debited to profit and loss account. Thereafter, various kind of depreciations from on assets and provisions, and one more thing, all types of losses are debited to profit and loss account. And profit and loss account credit side start with by gross profit brought down. This gross profit comes from trading account, and it also has all incomes, gains and profit. See, keep in mind all income, gains and profit are credited to profit and loss account. So to remember various postings from profit and loss account, we have considered these three things, that is expenses related with office and administrative expenses, selling and distribution and financial expenses. So any expenses, for example, now see loading charges. Loading charges means these are the charges paid at the time of loading of goods. मग आपण गुड्स लोडिंग कधी करतो? सेल्स करत असताना. मग तुम्ही लक्षात येईल तुमच्या की सेलिंग अँड डिस्ट्रीब्युशन एक्सपेन्सेस. तो सेलिंग अँड डिस्ट्रीब्युशन एक्सपेन्सेस कुठे येईल? प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटच्या डेबिट साईडला. Thereafter, take one more example. Advertisement. Again, advertisement is a selling expenses. Then take example of bank charges. Bank charges. Bank charges means we have take a finance from bank and bank have charged something on that. So bank charges are related with the finance. Hence, all indirect expenses, that is expenses related with office and administration, selling and distribution and finance expenses are debited to profit and loss account debit side, and all types of losses. And in credit side we have include all the income, gains and profit. So keep in mind, you can see in credit side there is a commission received, discount received, interest received, rent received, sundry or miscellaneous receipts. So all these are the incomes. Thereafter, by profit on sale of assets. So profit on sale of assets means it is a one kind of profit, hence it has credited to profit and loss account credit side. So Keep in mind these things, that is expenses related with office and administration, selling and distribution and finance expenses. म्हणजे कोणती आयटम तुम्हाला विचारली तर तुम्ही या संदर्भात विचार करायचा. आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल प्रिंटिंग अँड स्टेशनरी. प्रिंटिंग अँड स्टेशनरी इज डेबिटेड टू profit and loss account debit side. Why? Because this is the office and administration expenses. Thereafter take example of telephone, postage and telegram. Again, telephone, postage and telegram is a one kind of office expenses. Say electricity and lighting, office expenses. So all these expenses are related with office and administration. Take one more example, to loss by fire, to loss by theft, loss in accident. So these are losses. So all the losses debited to profit and loss account debit side. So like this way, by this method you can remember all the postings from profit and loss account, all the postings to profit and loss account debit side and profit and loss account credit side. Now see, next one is that balance sheet. You know, balance sheet is a statement. Hence, we have make a heading balance sheet as on. It means whatever assets recorded in a balance sheet and whatever liabilities recorded in liability side has validity only for this date. ज्या दिवशी ही बॅलन्स शीट बनवलेली आहे तर दाखवलेल्या ॲसेटची व्हॅल्यू आणि लायबिलिटीची व्हॅल्यूज फक्त या दिवसापुरतीच मर्यादित असते. सी, to the left hand side there are various liabilities shown in a liability side, and in the right hand side there are assets, various assets given in a asset side. So now we are going to take one more trick for remember items in a liability side and items in a asset side. See, liability side consider all kinds of capital. See, capital means in a partnership firm, amount used by partner or amount invested by partner to start the business. Thereafter, all reserves and funds. All reserves and fund also our liability. Thereafter, amount payable to others. Means these are the payable, amount payable to others. जे आउटसाइडर आहेत त्यांना आपण जी काय अमाऊंट पेड करणार आहोत, दॅट इज कॉल्ड अमाऊंट पेबल टू अदर. देअरआफ्टर लोन टेकन्स अँड ओव्हरड्राफ्ट. लोन टेकन्स, see, loan taken is our liability, and thereafter outstanding expenses and advance income. So keep in mind these are comes to liability side. Now see the asset side. In asset side we have recorded all types of assets and property of firm. जे काय फर्मचे assets आणि property आहेत ते liability side, asset side ला रेकॉर्ड करा. Thereafter investments and deposit. Then amount receivable. See, amount receivable from outsider. बाहेरच्यांकडून आपल्याला ज्या काही अमाऊंट मिळणार आहे, सो अमाऊंट रिसिवेबल इज ऑल्सो ॲसेट्स. देन लोन अँड ॲडव्हान्सेस गिवन. सी, लोन अँड ॲडव्हान्सेस गिवन म्हणजे आपण दुसऱ्यांना जे लोन दिलेले आहेत दे आर ऑल्सो अवर ॲसेट. देअर आफ्टर आउटस्टँडिंग इन्कम. आउटस्टँडिंग इन्कम मीन्स इन्कम ड्यू बट नॉट रिसिव्ड, मीन्स इट इज रिसिवेबल, सो रिसिवेबल रेकॉर्डेड इन ॲसेट्स. Thereafter, prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses means expenses paid before they are due. So they are also our asset. So like this way we have remember our liability side and also asset side. See, in liability side you have just remember some words like capital, reserve, amount payables, then loan taken from partners, sundry creditors, etc. And in asset side you can see there are various assets like a goodwill, land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, fixtures, equipment, and so on. So these are assets of our company. I have used color code. I have used color code to remember these assets and keep in mind these things. Okay, so like this way you can remember profit and loss account and also balance sheet. Thank you. Now see, for example, like this way the trial balance given to you in practical problem. So there are some items in trial balance and some items in credit side of trial balance. So I am telling you how to remember various items from debit side and also from credit side. म्हणजे या आयटम्स कुठे पोस्ट केल्या जातील याबद्दल तुम्हाला मी ट्रिक सांगितलेली आहे. नाव वन मोर ट्रिक फॉर ट्रायल बॅलन्स इज दॅट कीप इन माइंड आयटम्स फ्रॉम डेबिट साइड ऑफ ट्रायल बॅलन्स आर पोस्टेड टू ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट डेबिट साइड or profit and loss account debit side or balance sheet asset side or partners capital or current account debit side. Now items from credit balances of trial balance are posted to trading account credit side or profit and loss account credit side or balance sheet liability side or partners capital account credit side. So this is the basic rule. म्हणजे एक तुम्ही साधारणपणे लक्षात ठेवू शकता की डेबिट साईडच्या पोस्टिंग जे ट्रायल बॅलन्समध्ये दिलेल्या आहेत वेगळ्या वेगळ्या आयटम्स त्या कुठे पोस्ट होतील तर या ठिकाणी, आणि क्रेडिट साईडला ट्रायल बॅलन्सच्या क्रेडिट साईडला ज्या आयटम्स दिलेल्या आहेत त्या पोस्ट होतील या ठिकाणी. अशा प्रकारे तुम्ही एक लक्षात ठेवू शकता की कशा या आयटम्स पोस्ट करायच्या. नाव वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न ॲडजस्टमेंट. सी, I am telling you some adjustment, how to remember this adjustment, and I have show various effects of adjustment. See, first and compulsory adjustment ask in all sum, that is closing stock. You know, closing stock means stock of goods which is remains with us at the end of year. Means it is a stock of unsold goods. So stock of unsold goods, the first effect of this adjustment is trading account credit side, and second effect balance sheet asset side. While giving amount, while writing amount, always remember that you should take a smaller value. कधी कधी दोन व्हॅल्यू दिलेल्या असतात क्लोजिंग स्टॉकच्या, मार्केट व्हॅल्यू या फिर मार्केट कॉस्ट अँड कॉस्ट प्राइस. सो ऑलवेज कन्सिडर स्मॉलर व्हॅल्यू. फॉर एक्झाम्पल इकडे बघताय तुम्ही क्लोजिंग स्टॉक 2000 in trading account credit side and closing stock 2000 asset side of balance sheet. Okay, now see the next one. Next adjustment is that outstanding expenses or expenses accrued or expenses due but not paid. All these means outstanding expenses. So first effect of outstanding expenses is add to related expenses. I say add to related expenses. For example, see, outstanding wages. So we have added outstanding wages in wages trading account debit side, and if outstanding salary, then add to the outstanding salary to profit and loss account debit side. So keep in mind, first effect of outstanding expenses is add to related expenses, and second effect of outstanding expenses is transfer to liability side, like this outstanding wages rupees 500 and outstanding salary rupees 2000. So keep in mind, we have transferred outstanding expenses to the liability side because they are become payable. ते अजून पेड केलेले नाहीत, so payable transfer to liability side. So like this way we have remember outstanding expenses. First effect add to related, जे wages outstanding असतील wages मध्ये ऍड करा, carriage outstanding असेल carriage मध्ये ऍड करा ट्रेडिंग अकाउंटच्या डेबिटला. सपोज सॅलरी आउटस्टँडिंग आहे तो प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटच्या डेबिटला सॅलरी ऍड करा. Okay, now see the next adjustment. Next adjustment is that outstanding income or income receivable. So again, first effect of outstanding income is add to related income. Add to related income, and second effect asset side. So outstanding income, see, for example, outstanding dividend rupees 2000 and outstanding rent received rupees 800. So we have added outstanding income in related income, and second effect of outstanding income is transfer to asset side. See, outstanding dividend rupees 2000, outstanding rent rupees 800, because this income is due but not received. Not received means receivable, so all receivable transfer to asset side. So keep in mind, whether outstanding expenses or outstanding income, म्हणजे outstanding expenses असतील किंवा outstanding income, first effect हा ॲडच करायचा. And for second effect, think, if outstanding expenses, then expenses not paid means payable, so transfer to liability side. And if outstanding income means income due but not received, so receivable. Second effect, asset side. So like this way you have remembered outstanding income and outstanding expenses. Now see the next one, prepaid expenses. See, prepaid expenses means expenses paid in advance. So the effect of expenses paid in advance, because they are not of current year, hence we have deducted. So first effect, less from related expenses, and second effect, asset side. See, for example, prepaid wages. So we have deducted from the wages, and suppose prepaid salary, then we have deducted from the salary, prepaid salaries, and these expenses are paid in advance, so they are our assets. And second effect, prepaid wages 500 to the asset side, prepaid salary 2000 to the asset side. So keep in mind, prepaid expenses, first effect less from related expenses, and second effect asset side. Now see the next one, pre-received income. Pre-received income is also known as income received in advance. Again, this is a pre-received. So first effect of pre-received is less from related income. So less from related income, and second effect is to the liability side. For example, see, here is a commission received in profit and loss account credit side and rent received in profit and loss account credit side. So if there is advance commission, that is pre-received commission, so we have deducted from the commission, and suppose rent, advance rent, that is pre-received rent, again deducted from rent. So first effect is that less from related income, and second effect is that liability, because these incomes have received in advance, so they are our liability. मग तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवा, जसं आपण आउटस्टँडिंगचा फर्स्ट इफेक्ट काय केला, ऍड केला, मग आउटस्टँडिंग इन्कम असेल किंवा आउटस्टँडिंग एक्सपेन्सेस असेल, सेम आपण प्री रिसिव्ड किंवा प्रीपेड याचा फर्स्ट इफेक्ट काय करतोय, लेस करतोय, बिकॉज दे आर नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ करंट इयर, म्हणून आपण काय करतोय, लेस करतोय. अँड फॉर सेकंड इफेक्ट, थिंक प्री रिसिव्ड इन्कम. So pre-received income is our liability, and suppose this is a prepaid expenses, then prepaid expenses is our asset, so second effect to the asset side. Now see the next one, bad debts. See, this is one more important adjustment, bad debts, that is additional or new bad debts or provision for doubtful debts or new RDD. See, this adjustment comes in like this way, bad debts, provision for doubtful debts or new RDD. So first effect of this adjustment is less from sundry debtors in a asset side, and second effect, profit and loss account debit side, or add to old bad debts if given. I am explaining you. See, here sundry debtors rupees 51,000, so we have deduct first bad debts, that is new bad debts rupees 1,000, and less RDD rupees 3%. So sometime they have asked RDD first and thereafter bad debts, then deduct it in the same sequence as they ask and add same amount to the bad debts in profit and loss account debit side. So keep in mind, या ऍडजस्टमेंट जसं विचारलेलं आहे, कधी RDD फर्स्ट दिलेले असेल तर RDD लेस करा, आणि बॅड डेब्ट्स आधी दिलेले असेल तर बॅड डेब्ट्स लेस करा, आणि सेम add to the old bad debts in profit and loss account debit side. आणि old bad debts दिलेली नसेल तर डायरेक्ट तुम्ही add new bad debts आणि RDD जे काय असेल ते तसं लिहू शकता प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटच्या डेबिट साईडला. ओके, आणि लक्षात ठेवा, ही ॲडजस्टमेंट डेटर्सवरच्या सर्व ॲडजस्टमेंट केल्यानंतरच करायची आहे. म्हणजे ही ॲडजस्टमेंट व्यतिरिक्त डेटर्सवर ज्या ॲडजस्टमेंट असतील त्या आधी करून घ्यायच्या आणि नंतर डेटर्सवरचे बॅड डेब्ट्स ही ॲडजस्टमेंट करायची. ओके, तर लक्षात ठेवा, ज्या सिक्वेन्सनी तुम्हाला लेस करायचं त्याच सिक्वेन्सनी इकडे लेस करा आणि प्रॉफिट अँड लॉसच्या डेबिटला सेम सिक्वेन्सनी ॲड करा. Now see the next one, reserve for discount on debtors. Again, this adjustment is deducted from sundry debtors on asset side, less discount 5% and add to profit and loss account debit side in discount allow. Okay. सी द नेक्स्ट वन, डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन ॲसेट्स. ही पण खूप महत्त्वाची ॲडजस्टमेंट आहे आणि सर्व सममध्ये विचारली जाते. सो डेप्रिसिएशन मीन्स इट इज अ रिडक्शन इन व्हॅल्यू ऑफ ॲसेट्स. सो वी हॅव reduce it from the value of assets. So first effect is that less from related assets, and second effect profit and loss account debit side, as this is our one kind of loss or expenses. See, for example, here machinery rupees 50,000 is given and they have provided depreciation at 5% per annum. So we have deduct the depreciation rupees 2,500 from machinery, and suppose furniture rupees 10,000 and less depreciation at the rate 10%. So 1,000 is the depreciation of furniture. We have deducted from the furniture and remaining amount to the outer column. Now second effect is transfer to profit and loss account debit side, as this is our expenses. So keep in mind, first effect less from related assets, and second effect profit and loss account debit side. Now see the next one, reserve for discount on creditors. See, reserve for discount on creditors means creditors have allowed some kind of discount. So first effect, less from sundry creditors. For example, see, sundry creditors rupees 50,000 and they have given you discount of rupees 5%. So discount rupees 2,500, remaining amount to the outer column. Keep in mind, this discount is allowed by creditors. Hence, this is our one kind of gain. So discount received, add second effect, add to discount allow to the profit and loss account credit side. See, discount allow. बघा कधी कधी तुम्हाला डिस्काउंट अलाउ दिलेलं नसेल तर तुम्ही सेपरेटली प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिटला बाय डिस्काउंट ऑन क्रेडिटर्स असं तुम्ही मेन्शन करून ती अमाऊंट लिहू शकता. ओके, सी द नेक्स्ट वन, interest on loan taken or bank overdraft. See, so interest on loan, first effect of this adjustment is add to related loan on liability side. For example, here is a bank loan 50,000 and we have added interest on bank loan rupees 5,000, remaining amount to outer column. And second effect, for second effect you have think whether this interest required to be paid or received. So when we have taken loan, then interest required to be paid, hence this is our expenses. So debit to the profit and loss account debit side. Now next one is that interest on investment or loan given. See, here interest on loan or loan given or investment. So again, first effect, add to investment or loan on asset side, and for second effect we have think whether this interest received or paid. मग बघा लक्षात घ्या, इकडे इन्व्हेस्टमेंट आहे 50,000, आपण इन्व्हेस्टमेंट केलेली आहे आणि त्याच्यावर आपल्याला हा इंटरेस्ट मिळणार आहे. सो इंटरेस्ट ऑन इन्व्हेस्टमेंट इज आवर इन्कम, हेन्स ट्रान्सफर टू प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंट क्रेडिट साइड, इंटरेस्ट ऑन इन्व्हेस्टमेंट. नाउ सी द नेक्स्ट वन, uninsured goods destroyed by fire or goods stolen or goods distributed as a free sample. See, all these adjustments have a same effect. Okay, so first effect, profit and loss account debit side, because all these are our loss. Goods destroyed by fire is our loss, goods stolen is our loss, and goods distributed as a free sample. So this is not loss but one kind of advertisement. So first effect, profit and loss account debit side. See, goods destroyed by fire, loss. Goods destroyed by goods lost by theft, again this is our loss, and goods distributed as a free sample. So you can write two advertisement. Okay, so first effect, profit and loss account debit side, and second effect, trading account credit side as goods outgoing. Baga, goods destroyed by fire, goods lost by theft, and so on. Okay, now see the next one, insured goods lost by fire. So insured goods destroyed by fire. See, this adjustment have a three effect. First effect, trading account credit side. So we have mentioned gross amount rupees 10,000. Thereafter second effect, balance sheet asset side. We have include the amount of insurance claim, and third effect, profit and loss account debit side. For example, goods of rupees 10,000 destroyed by fire. So first effect, trading account credit side, goods destroyed by fire, rupees 10,000. Second effect, suppose we have received insurance claim of rupees 9,000, then balance sheet asset side insurance claim 9,000. See, goods of rupees 10,000 destroyed by fire, we have received claim of rupees 1,000. It means we have a loss of rupees 1,000 and transfer to profit and loss account debit side, that is amount of loss 1,000. ओके, लक्षात ठेवा या ऍडजस्टमेंटला 3 इफेक्ट्स आहेत. नेक्स्ट वन इज दॅट बिल रिसिवेबल डिसऑनर्ड. सी, बिल्स रिसिवेबल डिसऑनर काय आहे? फर्स्ट इफेक्ट, आता सर्वात आधी बिल रिसिवेबल डिसऑनर्ड काय आहे बघूया. सो अमाउंट ऑफ बिल विच इज नॉट रिसिव्ड ऑन ड्यू डेट, दॅट इज कॉल्ड डिसऑनर्ड. सो फर्स्ट इफेक्ट, लेस फ्रॉम बिल्स रिसिवेबल on asset side, and second effect again add to sundry debtors. Keep in mind, कारण ही बिलची अमाऊंट आपल्याला रिसिव्ह नाही होणार म्हणून आपण काय करतोय, डिसऑनर्ड फर्स्ट इफेक्ट लेस करतोय आणि सेकंड इफेक्ट ती तेच ॲसेटलाच सन्ड्री डेटर्समध्ये ॲड करतोय. नेक्स्ट वन इज दॅट बिल्स पेबल डिसऑनर्ड. सी, बिल्स पेबल डिसऑनर्ड काय आहे? सेम याचे इफेक्ट तुम्हाला लायबिलिटी साईडला शो करायचे. फर्स्ट इफेक्ट, लेस फ्रॉम द बिल्स पेबल. जी काय अमाऊंट आहे आपली डिसऑनर्डची, ती डिसऑनर्डची अमाऊंट तुम्हाला बिल्स पेबलमधून लेस करायची आहे अँड सेम अमाऊंट शुड बी ॲडेड टू सन्ड्री क्रेडिटर्स ऑन सेम लायबिलिटी साईड, रुपीज 1,000. तुम्ही इथे एक्झाम्पल्समध्ये बघू शकता. आपण फर्स्ट इफेक्ट काय केलेला आहे, बिल्स पेबलमधून डिसऑनर्ड जे आहे ते लेस केलेलं आहे. ती अमाऊंट ऑफ डिसऑनर्ड ही आपण सन्ड्री क्रेडिटर्समध्ये ॲड केलेली आहे. अशा प्रकारे आपण काही ॲडजस्टमेंट, मी सर्व ॲडजस्टमेंट तुम्हाला सांगितले नाही, फक्त काही महत्त्वाचे ॲडजस्टमेंट या ठिकाणी घेतलेल्या आहेत. ओके, नाव सी द नेक्स्ट वन. देर आर सम हिडन ॲडजस्टमेंट गिवन इन ट्रायल बॅलन्स. बघा, ट्रायल बॅलन्समध्ये काही हिडन ॲडजस्टमेंट्स दिलेले असतात. आपण त्याच्याबद्दल थोडीशी इन्फॉर्मेशन घेऊया. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, फर्स्ट वन इज दॅट सॅलरी ऑर रेंट पेड. In bracket they have given you for 10 months. It means we have paid a salary for 10 months, but our accounting year is of 12 months. It means a salary of 2 months remain outstanding. लक्षात घ्या, सॅलरी 10 मंथची आपण पेड केलेली आहे पण 2 महिन्यांची बाकी आहे. सो फर्स्ट इफेक्ट, ॲट द सॅलरी ऑफ 2 months in a salaries, and second effect again outstanding salary. This is the liability. So outstanding expenses liability साईडला आपण लिहायचे. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन इज दॅट इन्शुरन्स प्रीमियम पेड फॉर 1 year एंडिंग 30 June 2019. बघा, आता या ॲडजस्टमेंट काय असतात, मग आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, अमाऊंट ऑफ इन्शुरन्स पेड ज्या इयर एंडिंगची पेड केलेली आहे ते इयर एंडिंगपर्यंत आपले अकाउंटिंग इयरचे किती मंथ्स होतात ते बघा. आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल इकडे बघा, जूनपर्यंत पेड केलेले आहे आणि आपलं अकाउंटिंग इयर 31 मार्चलाच एंड करत आहे, म्हणजेच एप्रिल मे जून, म्हणजेच आपण 3 महिन्यांची अमाऊंट ॲडव्हान्समध्ये पेड केलेली आहे. सो प्रीपेड इन्शुरन्स. सो फर्स्ट इफेक्ट, लेस फ्रॉम रिलेटेड इन्शुरन्स, अँड सेकंड इफेक्ट, प्रीपेड इन्शुरन्स शो टू द ॲसेट साईड. ओके, नाव नेक्स्ट वन इज दॅट ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट एक्सपेन्सेस. सी, ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट एक्सपेन्सेस फॉर 4 year. सो our accounting year is just for 1 year. So the expenses of remaining 3 year becomes prepaid. So first effect, we have less the amount of 3 years, that is the prepaid amount from advertisement, and second effect, that is the remaining 3 years amount to the balance sheet asset side. See the next one, rent received. Rent received for 11 months. I am telling you our accounting year is of 12 months, hence the rent of 1 month remains outstanding. आता ही इन्कम आहे, so outstanding income, add to related income, and second effect, balance sheet asset side as a outstanding income. ओके, तर लक्षात ठेवा, ही आउटस्टँडिंग इन्कम असल्यामुळे आपण फर्स्ट इफेक्ट ॲड करतोय आणि सेकंड इफेक्ट आपण काय करतोय, ॲसेट साईडला शो करतोय. Now see the fifth one, 10% loan in bracket borrow on 1st Jan 2018. See, and they also give information about accounting year ends on 31st March 2018. It means we have borrowed loan and the rate of interest on loan is 10%. So loan is borrowed on 1st Jan, so January, February and March. So we have taken interest only for 3 months. So first effect, add the amount of interest on loan on liability side of balance sheet, and second effect, show the amount of interest paid for 3 months on debit side of profit and loss account. See, next, sixth one, 16% interest on investment. So 16% interest is given or is get on investment, and further information is given. Investment is purchased on 1st Jan 2019. Our accounting year end on 31st March 2019. Hence, they have given a 3 months, that is Jan, Feb and March. So take an interest of 3 months and add the amount of interest on investment side on asset side of balance sheet, and second effect, show the amount of interest received for 3 months on credit side of profit and loss account. Next one is that 10% government bond. See, 10% government bond is transferred to asset side. Then add the amount of interest, that is 10%, to the government bond on asset side. And second effect, as this interest is received to firm. So show the second effect, amount of interest receivable on credit side of profit and loss account. Like this way, we have complete some adjustment, that is hidden adjustment. Now see the next one, treatment of some important items appearing in trial balance only. So keep in mind, these are the items asked in trial balance and postings. They are posting. So posting have just one effect. See, first one is that any outstanding expenses. So outstanding expenses is posted to the liability side of balance sheet. Thereafter, any prepaid expenses asked in trial balance is transferred to asset side of balance sheet as their prepaid expenses. Then any outstanding income. Again, outstanding income means income receivable, hence receivable transferred to asset side of balance sheet. Thereafter, income received in advance, that is pre-received income. So pre-received income is our liability, hence post to the liability. लक्षात ठेवा, या ॲडजस्टमेंट नाहीत, या पोस्टिंग्स आहेत ट्रायल बॅलन्समध्ये विचारलेल्या, म्हणून त्यांचा फक्त एक इफेक्ट आहे ना. नेक्स्ट वन, डेप्रिसिएशन. So again, depreciation is one kind of our expenses or loss. So debit side of profit and loss account. Then loss of sale of assets is debited to profit and loss account. Thereafter, goods withdrawn by partner. See, goods withdrawn by partner. Then it has debited to partner's capital or current account, whatever you prepare. जे तुम्ही पार्टनर्स कॅपिटल अकाउंट प्रिपेअर केलं असेल किंवा करंट अकाउंट प्रिपेअर केलं असेल त्याच्या डेबिट साईड. Thereafter, general reserve or reserve fund. Again, this is the all types of reserve comes to the liability side of balance sheet, hence liability side of balance sheet. Then deposits from public. See, we have accepted the deposit from public, so liability side of balance sheet because they require to be payable. So all payables, liability side of balance sheet. Then goods distributed as a free sample. Goods distributed as a free sample means for advertisement purpose we have distributed some goods. So advertisement comes to the debit side of profit and loss account, hence debit side of profit and loss account. Now suspense account. See, if the amount of suspense account, that is balance of suspense account, is shown in a debit side of trial balance, that is transferred to asset side of balance sheet. And if the balances of suspense account is asked in a credit side, then it has transferred to liability side of balance sheet. And last one is that bank for collection of bill. Means we have sent some bills in a bank for collection purpose, so they will be received. So receivable comes to the asset side of balances. Like this way we have complete treatment of some important items appearing in trial balance. So keep in mind whatever trick I am show you in earlier slides. So all these tricks should be keep in mind. लक्षात ठेवा, मी तुम्हाला ट्रिक्स सांगितलेल्या आहेत, तर या ट्रिक्स तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवा. जसं की तुम्ही स्क्रीनवर बघताय, बॅलन्स शीटला लायबिलिटी साईडला कॅपिटल, ऑल रिझर्व फंड, अमाऊंट पेएबल टू अदर्स, लोन अँड ओव्हरड्राफ्ट. thereafter to the asset side, all types of assets and properties, investment, amount receivables, loan and advances given, outstanding income, prepaid expenses. Thereafter, for profit and loss account, indirect expenses, they are further classified into office and administrative, selling and distribution, and finance expenses. And in credit side, all types of income and gains. Like this way, you have remembered all these tricks. Best of luck.